Hello there, welcome to our channel Trendy Movie Recap. Our channel gives you movie briefs while capturing the moral of the movie storyline. Please subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to be notified every time we post a video in future. This video is based on a movie titled Project Power. A ship docks and containers are offloaded from the ship and loaded onto lorries. The lorries move alongside each other towards the city. One of the lorries is somewhere with the container opened as a man, Biggie, comes out and talks to some youth standing outside. He shows them some packaged drugs and tells them he will give it to them for free to sell. Newt, one of the guys, says that the deal is too good to be true. Biggie takes one of the drugs from the package and shows it to them. He tells them it is called Power. A girl, Robin, picks a box full of drugs. She raps in praise of the drugs and then goes to the streets to sell them. She finds some two boys who are potential customers and they start negotiating on price. A third boy shows up and they try to take the drugs from her by force. A detective, Frank Shaver, comes to her rescue and orders them to go down on their knees. One of them, Tommy, stands up and threatens to take the pill with encouragement from one of his friends. Frank tells him of the risks then snatches it before he puts it in his mouth. He orders them to go away as he handcuffs Robin, after which he uncuffs her. He gives her some money and the bike he was riding as a birthday gift from him. Robin arrives at home in the morning and sneaks into her room through the window. She pulls out a box with lots of money, adds more, then falls back on her bed. A man, the Major, drives over a bridge and into Newt's residence. He knocks on Newt's door, who opens it slightly with a gun pointed at him. Major tells Newton he has been sent by Simon to him for business. Newt goes in to call Simon to confirm if he sent Major. As he closes the door, Major uses his foot to create some space for him to be able to open the door. He opens the door and follows him inside. They get into a fight and Newt swallows a power pill which lights him up, and his body is covered in fire. They fight for some time while the building catches fire and Newt's power reduces. He swallows 3 more pills to add more power and then goes in to attack Major. Major goes into a bathroom, turns on the shower, and wets his jacket, then waits for Newt. Newt comes in and is thrown into a bathtub full of water which cools his blaze down. Just as Major interrogates him, the pill's power becomes too much, making him explode. Major is thrown out by the blast and he faints. He dreams on how her daughter Tracy was kidnapped. He is awakened by kids from the neighborhood and he leaves with Newt's phone. His hand is badly burnt. Robin is woken up by her mom, Irene, to go to school. A broadcast on television talks about the fire at Newt's residence. On seeing this, Irene tells Robin to check on her cousin, Newt's well-being. She leaves for school with her motorbike, promising to buy soup for her mom. Major is sterilizing a wound on his arm at a gas station where he jokes with a baby. He receives a text on Newt's phone from Robin asking if Newt is okay. Major responds he is fine and agrees to meet her at a chicken restaurant. Robin is in class talking to a friend and chatting on her phone when the teacher confronts her about it. He asks for her phone and she refuses to give it to him. She leaves the class and throws her book in a dustbin. Frank and his partners get to a crime scene where some people have been hijacked and their captain is asked to stand down by some men in suits. Frank takes a pill, then goes in through the back door and finds people tied down on the floor. A man hits him from the back and runs outside, jumping over the police cars and kicking people. Frank runs after him through the street and later catches up with him at a restaurant. They go through a glass window and fall outside, where the man shoots Frank with his gun. As he shoots back at police who are shooting at him, Frank wakes up and beats him up until the captain, Crane, stops him. Major arrives at the chicken restaurant and waits for Robin. Later, Captain Crane confronts Frank for using the power pill and terminates his services from the force. Frank tells him to allow him hunt down the drug barons unofficially, and the captain agrees. He gives the picture of Major and tells him hunt to him down since he is the leader of the drug barons. Robin shows up and looks for Newt but does not find him while Major watches her as she calls out. He destroys her motorbike's tires, then kidnaps her and puts her in his car's trunk. He stops the car at a deserted area and opens the trunk to talk to Robin, who is crying in fear. He takes her to the passenger seat next to him, then they drive off. Biggie is seen talking to Gardner as they wait for a woman, Matriarch, who is the buyer of the power drug. Biggie tells Gardner that the woman is well connected to all cartels and the governments. Biggie meets Matriarch after she alights from the plane. She tells him she has all the money he needs if the product is good. Biggie tells her the product is the best and that all the governments need it. They drive to the drug demonstration arena. Robin texts Frank and informs him of the situation just before Major orders her to call someone on her phone. The recipient of the call directs her to a supermarket where they arrive after a short time. Major instructs her to go in as he follows right behind her. Inside the supermarket, Major gets distracted and does not see where she has gone to. She goes into a room where a man welcomes him and she tells him about Major. The man swallows a pill, then goes out and locks her in the room. He meets Major outside and they start fighting. Major kills him. Major goes inside the room calling Robin, Tracy, after which he passes out on the floor. The man who swallowed a pill wakes up and all the bullets come out of his body as he chases Robin into the supermarket. He catches up with Robin, and as he beats her, Major comes to the rescue and kills him again. He begs for Robin to help him. As Robin patches him up the injuries he had sustained, he wakes up startled, and Robin explains everything to him. Frank arrives at Robin's home and finds some men interrogating Irene on Robin's whereabouts. He helps her in chasing them out and puts her phone on their vehicle in order to track them. Major and Robin get into talking, and she reveals to him about rapping, which she does for him. As she raps, she gives him some antibiotic drugs for his woods. They drive off to the place where the power pill demonstration is taking place. Frank follows the men who also drive to the pill demonstration arena. Major steals a motorcycle keys and gives them to Robin, then tells her to stay outside while he goes in. He beats up the bouncer, then goes in as Biggie explains about power pill while investors listen. Robin finds Frank as he takes the phone he had strapped on the strange men's car. Frank shows Robin the picture of Major and tells her that he is looking for him in order to arrest him. Robin tells him that she knows the man, and the man is looking for his daughter, who has been kidnapped by the drug barons. She tells him that Major is inside the room where demonstration of the pill is taking place. Demonstration begins as a woman takes a pill, then goes in a safety tank. Major kills another bouncer and holds Biggie at gunpoint as tension runs all over. A man takes a pill and explodes. A shootout starts as people kill each other. The woman in the tank freezes to death, then Major comes across Biggie. He shoots Biggie on the hand during an interrogation, and Frank shows up and interrupts. As Major and Frank talk, Biggie takes a pill, becomes a giant, and starts chasing them. Major shoots at some gas tanks which explode, killing Biggie as they exit the building. Frank arrests Major and drives off with him, headed to the police station to lock him up. They get to talk and Major tells him his story, after which they make a plan to stop Gardner and her team. More police arrive at the scene as Robin spots Wallace the kidnapper entering a car and follows him on the motorcycle. Gardner's men turn up and find Major in the police car alone and take him hostage to the ship, Genesis. Frank and Robin meet at the shipping port where they plan for Frank to go in as Robin watches his back. Frank talks to the guard at the gate and persuades him to let him in. The guard leaves to go and get further instruction on whether to let him in. When he comes back, he shoots Frank. Major meets Gardner, with whom they talk for a while, and then orders her men to take him in. Robin sneaks in and gets into a van, which is then lifted up onto another level of the ship. She slips out and finds Frank in the control room, where they open the door through which they lead Major to an isolated room. Frank heads out to rescue Major just as Robin turns on the alarms on the ship. She gives him directions through an earpiece and opens doors for him. Wallace takes a pill, then breaks through a door heading to Robin, who then spots Tracy's location. Frank and Robin lose their connection, which leads to her using the ship's microphone and speakers to warn and direct him. Just as Wallace tries to break the door to the control room, Robin gives directions to Frank on fighting another attacker. She then runs out just as Wallace breaks the door and reports to Gardner of this. Gardner gives orders for soldiers to find Robin and the captain to get the ship out to the sea. Frank takes another pill as Robin heads towards Tracy's room. Major talks to the person guarding him and tricks him into freeing him just as Wallace comes back. Frank comes in and helps Major to fight Wallace, and they kill him. Robin finds Tracy and they hide. Gardner doesn't see them when she comes into the room. Gardner gives orders for all security guards search for Tracy. Frank and Major find Robin and Tracy at the front of the ship, and Major hugs Tracy dearly. They run through the containers, and they are attacked by a man on the pill who has metals protruding from his arms and legs. Major fights him as the rest run to safety on the lifeboat with soldiers shooting at them. Robin controls a metallic hook which hits the man attacking Major, killing him. Robin is snatched off by some guards as she runs to the lifeboat where the rest have all assembled. Gardner calls out Major, telling him to bring Tracy out to her in exchange with Robin. Major hugs Tracy and then goes out to face Gardner. All guns are pointed at him as he goes down the stairs. He tells Gardner to let her go just before he swallows a power pill. It brings out some power in him that vaporizes water and bullets from soldiers, creating explosions. He gives out shock waves that rip skin off the security guards, pushing containers around and breaking the cranes. He then falls down where Robin and Tracy run to him. Tracy uses her power to bring him back to life, and they carry him to the lifeboat, and they leave. A broadcast on the explosions is heard in the morning. Major gives Robin keys to his truck to get something from it. Major and Tracy leave as Frank gives Robin her mother's phone. Robin takes a bag from the trunk of Major's truck and walks away. Robin reaches home with a bug full of money and the mother's soup. The movie ends as Tracy and Major drive off over the bridge. Please subscribe to our channel for more of such videos, share our videos, and leave a comment on the comment section.